Hey, I'm Charlotte,
And I'm Daryl.
and we are the Bakers, and this is our marriage enrichment podcast. We just wanted to do a shout out, a check in. How is everyone doing? How are things going in this quarantine season? Just wanted to check you out and continue to hopefully encourage you. So today we want to talk about a specific thing that we've been noticing. So we've been in, I think we said before, since about March 15th, as far as quarantining for us. We just 15th or 16th, one of those two, right?
2 months.
Yeah. And so when we do go out, we have been noticing certain things. And it's just something that kind of popped in our ideas today. We're thinking it was something that we should talk about, hopefully to encourage you to think about how you can change it. So in this process of when you go out, whether you're going out for food or gas or whatever, but particularly when you're in an enclosed space like a grocery store or any other kind of store, we've noticed how, with the social distancing that's necessary and the wearing of masks and gloves, we hope you're doing that. We're doing that. But in this social distancing climate, it's been very interesting to see how people are really reacting to each other. People are almost, it seems like paranoia, to think everybody you look at, they could potentially, and I think we have to be so careful not to allow this to completely consume us
And be fearful.
And remove us from actually acting in true humanity, right? What do you think about that?
Yes. And I know that things are changing during this climate as well, and we can expect things to change. However, I think it's important that we still yet maintain our humanity by still yet being cordial and still yet being able to speak to individuals. And I know that the distancing basically is really cause a huge gap to take place, in our connectivity with society, okay, which is expected. However, I think it also carries on and carries over into some relationships, could carry over into some relationship if we're not careful, and to still yet recognize that, that loved ones and your friends are basically, you want to make sure that you're, maintaining the social distancing, but also not get paranoid to the fact that you're, getting fearful that you don't want to get too close, or perhaps you're thinking the worst, of individuals, or the worst thing that can really happen.
Yeah, I think that's it. The danger of thinking the worst. I think that's a good statement, of thinking the worst of every person you see. Because we know some people, of course, are not doing. In fact, I was in the store the other day. These people, it was 3 people, and they was one behind the other almost. They truly weren't, I guess, thinking it was necessary. They had no mask, no gloves. It's like they act like this was like nothing was happening. And so the establishment we were in, they were like, you have to have these things. And if you didn't have them, they would, ask you to purchase. But my point is, some people are not necessarily doing what they should do, so our whole environment, our whole community can be safe. But even in that, we still have to be kind. So the person was saying to me, he came in with the one that came with no mask and gloves. The lady had walked away behind the counter, and he said, well, where are they? And I said, here they are, sir. Because I'm standing back waiting for him to finish his purchase. And he said, where? And I said, there they are. And when it is all said and done, at the end, before he left, he said, thank you for helping me. And I'm thinking that's something I would normally do, whether I'm 6 feet from you or not. If I know the answer to something and you're just asking people in general, I would probably be one of those ones to be like, well, you can do this or that. Because I think that's part of us, again, keeping our humanity, talking to people. We can't be lone islands and isolated, because that's the danger again of being in this season, that we can become so separate You know, that it'll be challenging if we're not careful now to mesh together, to come together when this is all said and done. Will people still be in the mindset of, well, I don't know if I should? But I think it's important for us to be kind to strangers, kind to whomever we come across when we do go out. You know, yes, keeping our distance. We get that. We're plugging that. Yes, keep the distance. You know, based on what they've said, we don't even know if that's, you know, really the truth, but we're going to flow with it. You know, that you need to be at least 6 feet, but we're going to flow with it with our mask and our gloves and do what we need to do, but still be kind and considerate. And so that's even important, especially as it relates to our family members and our friends if they're in the same city with us. So in particular, segueing to finding ways to still stay connected, in particular with friends.
And socializing.
Right? And socializing.
In a safe manner.
Let's clarify, in a safe manner. So we came up with this idea because we have some friends in the state we're in, and we hadn't seen them probably, 40 days? Yeah, 2 months. He said, just say 2 months, be done with it. 2 months. And we've been talking to them and communicating, but you know, sometimes you just still miss that, seeing the person's face. So what did we do? We decided what, honey?
Yeah, we decided to go out and get some food. Basically, we ordered some food at this restaurant, basically, and we maintain our distance as well. And we went to just a local park, basically a small park, nothing major, not a lot of people. And we taken our chairs and we sat and we, you know, sat in our space, basically, and separated from them. But we had opportunity to sit and have a nice meal and still yet be able to converse and communicate and to share and just to have that fellowship. I think it's important for us to have socialization, because of the fact that the way that God have created us, He created us for communion and also for relationships. And I think it's important to maintain, you know, your relationships, and you know, because of the fact that, you know, it takes time to build, you know, significant relationships.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that. That's why we're talking about it.
You don't want to lose those relationships, but you also don't want them to, you know, to go stale on you as well.
That's true. It's true.
It's important to stay connected some type of way, and also be able to stay connected some type of way with your family as well.
So that's one of the suggestions we wanted to throw out there. First, we talked about how keeping our humanity, but then we kind of segue into an example of what we're doing to keep our connections and our relationship with friends in particular that live in the state with us, how we met. If you want to say, you know, kids would say, I went on a play date. Well, you can call it an adult date if you like. That may be a stretch, but we went on a time, or we could say a date or a meeting together with another married couple. And I thought it was really cool. The time went by so fast. Like I said, we sat there, we stood there with our masks while we waited for our food, talking, you know, at distance, like he said. And then I thought it was so nice because it was a nice day. It was wonderful breeze. There were some people out there, but they were in their little groups. And they were separate from us. So we were far away from people. And like I said, it was us three. Actually, our daughter was with us. We sat in our little cubby hole, and then they sat in their little cubby hole, and that was it. And then we got in our vehicles and went on our merry way. So maybe that's something you could think about doing, whether you have friends in the area or you have family members, whoever you know that you're close to, and you've already done, maybe you've done the FaceTime or you've done the Zoom, whatever kind of video conference capability you've been using. And now you say, okay, I want to meet, I want to actually see physical people other than what you see at the grocery store. This may be that way. So we just wanted to share that, right? Mm-hmm. That there are safe ways to communicate and talk with people. You just got to plan it out. You know, you got to plan out. You got to have everything you need. You know, we had to dig out our lawn chairs and all that. But that's nothing compared to the joy we had of just spending time with others that we love, right?
Yep. So so we had a great time. It's also important to 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 just allow yourself to get out a little bit as well. Get some fresh air also, and do it in a safe manner also, because of the fact that staying in the house, all this time and not getting out at all, that can really cause some issues.
It could. I mean, just being cooped up. We know why we're doing it, but 2 months is a while.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
You need some exercise. You need air. You need to get out. You need to stretch. You need to expand your thought process, and basically just still yet enjoy some portion of life and what life has to offer.
And we're looking forward to doing it again. Maybe we will make it an exercise date. Like we may walk somewhere, like we've been walking in our neighborhoods. I don't know. We may be able to walk in that neighborhood. I don't know. Or go to another park that's, a small park that's not crowded where you can walk around, keep your distance. Whatever the case may be, our goal is to encourage you to do what you have to do. This can help, really keep your mental stability, because it's not just you in the four walls of your home, however big your home is. It doesn't matter. You're still in the four walls, that you get the opportunity, all right, to still build and strengthen relationships. Okay, so I think we've addressed that pretty well. We hope you got the point. We hope you will consider doing that or whatever else. But remember to go to our website, enrichmymarriage.com, to check out some of the things we're doing. We have our books there. You can also check us out on Linktree, linktr.ee/marriage enrichment, and you'll see all the things we're doing, all the books, the different things we're doing. Remember to check out our ebook, which is on our website as well, because you may find other tips like this one that are there that allow you to be safe, that allow you to process through. Even though we've been through it 2 months, maybe there's some things you still need to know, or maybe you want to know about how to process through. So just make sure you get a chance, check that out on our website, enrichmymarriage.com. And so that's all we wanted to say. We just wanted to share what we've been experiencing. That's really what our Marriage Enrichment podcast is about. It just happens now to be surrounded around being quarantined. So we are learning how to do things. Some of the things we're learning how to do is stuff that we've mentioned before that maybe our parents and grandparents did. So now we're having to go back and kind of as we talked about resetting and doing things a little different. But it's not the end, is it?
It is truly not the end. However, this is the beginning of a new reset, a new start, so to speak. And I know that some things, and we cannot expect things to become the same way or to be the same way as they were once before this, this pandemic. And so I think it's important for us to make those proper adjustments, in our mindset. And also I think it's also we have to make sure that we're exercising patience, patience with the, with the new norm, patience with yourself, patience with your loved ones, with your family members as well. Because we're going to be learning how to navigate differently. Okay, so and so we don't know what that looks like completely, but and we have to get prepared also for the unknown.
Yes,
we are creatures of habit, and so it's easy for us to, to start complaining and murmuring about the way things once was, and so. But you have to remember that if there's a reset, things have to be different. We have to do things differently. So we cannot expect them to be the way they once were.
I agree. So we end by saying the old saying that used to be, keep hope alive. Keep hope alive out there. And we will be talking to you soon, plugging some more topics about marriage enrichment, even in this quarantine season. Okay, this is Charlotte signing off,
and once again I am Daryl,
and we are the Bakers. We say be well, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.